Yeah. Saint Laurent masher. Yeah. Pull up with a broom, do a street sweep. Shit did it to CC. Swag on repeat. Day by the day. Count that bag on the low. Count that bag on the floor. Stack it up till you get more. Stack it up till you get more. Stack it up till you get more. Stack it up till you get more.
Ain't giving out no freebies. Swipe with a digital CC. Come get high my TP. Take them bars, no 3G, yeah. Live fast, live like VZ. Pour a little drop in my sweetie. X-rated, no
PG.
PG.
We're going to be having a special guest. We'll be getting to him very soon. He's going to help us discuss some NFL topics, including Week 13 review and a Week 14 preview. But to start off, we're going to kind of have a little recap. Like I said, we're going to have the guests. We're going to go into our Bobby Boucher plays of the week. We're going to be talking about some favorites to win MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. We'll be getting to some NBA talk, like KD talking trash of LeBron James yesterday. And we're going to be doing some pick'ems and quick takes. Let's get it going. Let's go into our Week 13 reviews of what we did. I know we picked a couple players. There was a lot of upsets. What was your overall view of Week 13 in the NFL?
I think the main thing that everyone knows that we would talk about is Kareem Hunt. That's one thing. What's another one? Kareem Hunt, clearly.
Let's talk about Kareem Hunt.
I want to talk about Kareem Hunt. Yeah.
So, this is my question. After we saw the video that was disclosed in the summertime and not let out by the hotel just this week, does he cleared waivers, does he find a new team? And my other question after that is, does this affect the Chiefs for the postseason? Because it didn't affect them on Sunday when they beat the Raiders 40-33.
Mahomes throws on the move and hits his man, DeMarcus Robinson. 15 seconds left. Robinson looking, tosses. Kelsey the catch. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Yeah, it will in the long run, but Patrick Mahomes, he will break the touchdown record. Peyton Manning's, he will.
He's going to break 55?
Yeah, he'll get 56 on the dot. And he'll throw it.
Well, that's bold. That's bold.
No, it's not. Okay, yeah, I guess that could be my bold prediction for later, like how we do that at the end. But without Kareem Hunt, they're going to be throwing it a lot more, and he's going to throw it in Week 17 because the Chargers are going to be on their heels, and they're going to be competing in that division. Because I don't think the Chargers are going to lose another game. If it's going to be to anyone, I think it's going to be to the Chiefs, if anything.
In Kansas City.
Yeah,
Okay.
That's a big game. I'm looking forward to that, but
Okay,
I'm gonna say he's gonna throw it just because they're gonna rely on their run. They're not gonna rely on their run game now. So
yeah, yep. Well, we can get into that. You want to go over what we picked last week?
Oh yeah, and before we get into that,
we can get back
to the Patrick Mahomes thing just really quick. He through this same amount of time of through the regular season, Peyton Manning and Patrick Mahomes, they've thrown exactly 41 touchdowns, I believe, at the same point. Through the same point to where we are now.
Okay.
So
we'll see.
I mean, and Patrick Mahomes has more athletic ability, but we'll see.
I definitely think it's possible. I don't want it to be possible.
Doing a good job on him. Wide open. Down the middle of the field is Hill. He's in the lines. Mahomes surveys, flushed out again. Chase down the sideline, getting free is Kareem Hunt, and Kareem Hunt is able to get Kansas City right back into the game. On the 25-yard line, play action. Mahomes steps up, going deep. That field wide open again is Hill. Inside the 30, Hill down the sideline, Hill all the way.
Let's just start off with Week 13 review. We were both super wrong about the Saints-Cowboys. You said it'd be a competitive game, and the Cowboys' defense is underrated, which it obviously is. It was 10-13. What are your takeaways from that? Are the Saints really the juggernaut that we think they are in the NFC?
They are, but Cowboys just have momentum.
Yeah, they're riding hot since Amari Cooper.
They were at home and they had momentum.
Yeah, I thought it would be in New Orleans, so that's also why I picked it. We both picked the Falcons to beat the Ravens. We are both wrong with that.
Yeah.
I thought Matty Ice would come out hot. Yeah, Lamar Jackson. Shit's a real deal, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. We both picked the Panthers to beat the Bucks. Now, I know if you've tuned in before, I'm always pretty upset about the Panthers. I think they're one of the biggest pretenders in the NFL. They've lost 4 straight. We'll kind of talk about them a little later. But I don't know what it is. The Panthers just cannot. And they're close games, too. They just can't get it clicking. Chargers-Steelers. Heck of a game.
Picked the Chargers.
Heck of a game, yes. We got that one right.
It was a good game.
Bears and Giants, we both picked the Bears, and the Giants won. So we're wrong about that.
Yeah. I said that was going to be a good game, too, on the podcast last week. I said you should watch out for that game. It's going to be good, and went into overtime.
Okay. Bills-Dolphins, we both picked the Bills. Dolphins won, of course. Broncos-Bengals, we both picked the Broncos. I mean, against a young kind of quarterback for the Bengals, that's kind of a no doubt. Kind of note on the Broncos, Emmanuel Sanders tore his Achilles today at practice. The Broncos are kind of in contention for the wild card. Does
Cortland
that?
Sutton.
Yeah, but that's one guy.
Fantasy.
Good thing I traded for him. So when it comes to the Broncos, are they gonna make a run? You think, or you think they're kind of just up in the air still?
The Broncos?
Yeah.
I don't think they're really ever in
No.
the actual contender category. Like unlike the Steelers or the Patriots or the Chargers, that I think those and the Chiefs, obviously, those 4 teams are the actual contenders, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I don't think the Broncos. They were a playoff threat, but they weren't a serious contender.
Right.
I'd say.
Right, okay.
I mean, I could be wrong. Crazier things have happened, but they're a long way from.
A lot of things have to happen. Yeah.
I think.
Rams,
I still think they're a
Lions,
good
that
team.
was pretty easy. Rams walked away with that. Cardinals, Packers.
Look at Lamar Jackson.
Packers
That's a baller, bro.
Packers.
God, that was a good run.
lost to Cardinals. I don't think a
Yeah.
lot of people saw that
Packers
coming.
are done for the season.
They're done. They dropped
I said
4-7-1.
I said that's gonna be. I thought that was gonna. Yeah, I don't know.
Mike,
Let's move on.
So yeah, we'll get back into. Oh, actually no. Let's talk about that. That's kind of what I want to talk about. We'll just keep going. We'll keep going that, but I do want to circle back to that. Browns versus Texans. I picked the Texans. So Presley gets a point right there. You picked Browns because you love Mayfield, obviously. Colts, Jags.
I
We
did.
both picked the Colts. Jags won 6-0. Jets, Titans. Did I have the Jets?
You had the Jets.
I had the Jets, so I lost.
You did. You did.
Chiefs,
You
Raiders, that was easy. Both got that right. Vikings, Patriots, both got that right. Seahawks, 49ers, easy. Eagles, Redskins, right. So we basically, against each other, I have one right that you
1-1.
don't have yet. So
No, it's 1-1.
yeah, 1-1. So yeah. But
So that's our record. We'll
yeah.
keep that from now on. We're both.
I don't want to circle all these games. I think that's too much. I think we should do it. I think we should count how many teams we got different from each other, and then. So like I got one.
We'll add it.
I got a point, then you got a point. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll add it
come
back
back
to
to
this.
Circling back to.
Chase Edmonds is trying to turn the corner and to the end zone. Edmonds has a Cardinal touchdown. And the kick is off the mark, and the Packers are going to lose this game.
The
And
Packers game. They fired Mike McCarthy after 13
Right after.
seasons. Yeah, right after. Does he deserve all the blame for what's been going on with the Packers?
Not all of it.
Not all of it.
No, but a big chunk of it.
So
I don't think all of it, though. I think it's the whole team, too.
his record's
I think it's the whole
125.
staff.
Yeah. He's 125, 77-2. That's a .62% ish percent winning percentage over his 13-year tender. 9 winning seasons, 8 10+ win seasons, 6 division titles, 4 NFC championships. Obviously, he only won 1. He went 1-3, and then he won a Super Bowl. Is he gonna find a home as a new coach? Or you think he kind of reverts back to being an offensive coordinator, which he was previously before being the head coach of the Packers?
I could see him taking a job and like.
He'll find a job. I think.
I think he'll take a big role somewhere. Obviously, just because he was on the same team as Aaron Rodgers, and that's just gonna carry like. He's just gonna be known for winning that Super Bowl with Aaron Rodgers. You know, it's like, oh, you were the head coach of Aaron Rodgers. Like people are just gonna go off that hype, and then. I don't know. He doesn't have Aaron Rodgers anymore, which is like a key player to have on a franchise, for sure. That's like your quarterback. That's like your whole team. That's your whole offense. Is your quarterback right there.
Mm-hmm.
But
Keep in mind, I think the Browns might have a head coaching position available sometime soon. Just saying, I could see him going out there, having another gunslinger quarterback. That might be my bold prediction that Mike McCarthy is a head coach of the Browns next season.
that's what I was gonna say. That was in my mind, but I
Really?
was kind of like I was trying to think of another team also, but
Yeah, you got a gunslinger.
Yeah, Baker Mayfield's a baller, but I don't know. I don't see the offense. I do actually. He's like a little Brett Favre. Baker Mayfield is.
I know. McCarthy
I
McCarthy only coached Favre for a couple seasons before, obviously, but he had Rodgers in mind when he drafted him. We'll come back to NFL when our special guest comes on. Stay tuned. Let's get into, I think, what we need to be talking about. Zion Williamson. I know we don't pay attention too much to NCAA basketball, but this kid is a baller. He's 18 years old, 6'7", this is his wiki, 285, and he has a 6'10" wingspan. This fool is a freaking beast. I kind of want to just touch on this really quick before we go into NBA. Should teams tank to draft him first overall? Is that, I know, like, you know, you talk about tanking at the end of the year and stuff, but, like, is he a legitimate player you want to tank for? You've seen how freaking big he is in his dunks. We have it in our introduction too.
Yeah, I think he need. Oh God, I don't know. I don't want to be the one.
Hawks 5-19,
GMs,
Cleveland 5-18, Bulls 5-20, Suns 4-20. Watch freaking the Suns be the worst team in the league
again.
Yeah, and then they draft him, and you pair him up with Devin Booker. That might be. Well, I mean, we'll see because it's a transition from the NBA.
That's crazy. You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy to think of?
Huh.
A year before, like, he's gonna get drafted. Say if he does get drafted next year,
I think he's probably
look, he can look back. He's like, wow, a year and a half ago, I was still in high school. I was still in high school English. Now he's playing. He's gonna be making millions of dollars. Now he's playing with Devin Booker.
That's just that's what I'm saying. I think the Bulls are gonna be one of the worst teams too. But maybe he goes to Chi-Town and just balls the heck up. Okay, so. Is that a yes or no? Do you think teams should tank for him? Is he that kind of player you're like, damn, I need him on my roster, I want to tank for him?
I mean, he has potential, yeah, obviously, clearly. But it's just drafting a player that young into NBA. I mean, Lonzo, obviously, he did it. But
you don't tank for him. You never tank for a player. I think that's the wrong call. You don't want to just tank and blow games.
The Lakers kind of did that.
They didn't really necessarily tank. They just kind of sucked that bad that they lost.
Yeah, Lonzo's a good player. I think that was a good pick. I mean, that pick was kind of destined, but I could see him getting traded in the future, possibly. Just because his role...
You read my mind for the next thing. Trades you would like to see happen in the NBA. Do you think you want to see Lonzo Ball?
I don't want to see him get traded. I like Lonzo Ball.
I know.
He likes LA.
I like our roster and stuff, but
I think
it's not just the Lakers. But I could, like there's been talk about Bradley Beal, Kevin Durant's obviously not happy with Golden State. He's not going to go anywhere.
That's not bad.
Korver got traded to the Jazz for a second-round pick. Yeah, I mean, but okay. So this is kind of my question. I kind of want to talk to you too. For instance, the summertime, Paul George chose to not go team up LeBron and went to Oklahoma City and team back up with Russell Westbrook.
That's a beautiful move. Stop and go and jam down by
players
George.
Care more about winning championships, or they care more about their personal brand? Because if you look back to NBA history, usually when you win a finals, you have all-stars or future Hall of Famers. Mm-hmm. There's probably only 1 year you didn't, but like you look at Kobe Powell, you look at Jordan Pippen, you look at who just won it, LeBron and Kyrie, those kind of players, and you look at the Lillards, the Westbrook who opted into that huge contract, Anthony Davis. It's like you're probably not going to win a championship if you don't have another superstar with you. And I feel for LeBron, too. I think he needs like someone. We always thought B.I. was going to step up, and he's progressively doing that. He's been playing a lot more minutes. He, had that little altercation beginning of the year with the Rockets, but he's stepping up, not the way I would have seen. But back to my question, do you think players nowadays care more about winning championships or their personal brand? Because I can go
You're saying, does a player care more about winning a championship or more about getting a big contract, basically?
Exactly.
I would say it's a little bit of both. When you're playing lights out ball, like I feel like you should want a lot of money, and when you see other guys getting a lot of money, like they're gonna want more money like that too. They're like, oh, I'm equally as good, and I'm doing just as much. But
see in all sports, I guess too.
I don't know. See, like if you had a, let's say, here's a good example. Actually, no, this isn't a good example. I can't really think of one, but say you're in the NBA, your team's like somewhat mediocre, and they're like, oh, do you want to? We'll re-sign you, but like, we'll re-sign you for like $500 whatever, $1 million or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, and then I could stay here and win rings. Like if you get $500 million thrown in your face, what are you gonna do? You're like, I don't know. I kind of want the $500 million. You know, I mean, when money's thrown in front of you, like a contract like that, it's kind of hard to deny.
I think it depends on where you're at in your career. Like with Kevin Durant, like obviously he jumped ship because he was over. He got paid a bunch, and he's like, I need to win a ring. No, I mean he signed a 1-year deal, then he signed a 2-year deal with opt-out, opted in, and now he's, probably gonna leave this season.
I don't know.
But is there a player you want to see on the team right now in the NBA that's not on the team? I can think of one right now that I really want to.
Wisely gives it up to him, and he slams it in.
The guys being unselfish, finding each other. Look at this.
Oh, for Wall, up ahead with a left-handed flush.
John Wall. John Wall is a freaking baller. This guy's a top 5 point guard in the league. John Wall is
He's good.
You look back at his numbers, this guy's putting up top 5, and he gets no gosh dang love because he's on the Wizards. They're always in the playoffs because they're in the East, but he gets no love. I mean,
yeah, I think he's a great player.
He's a great baller. He's got good handles. That I think are underrated. He scores. He's a team player for the most part. He's been on the USA team multiple times, and I think he needs to go somewhere. I'm not saying he's not appreciated in Washington. I think he gets love. I just think I want to see more love from him. And I would like to see him go to a big market. I would like to see him team up with Porzingis in New York. I would like to see him in Chicago, but there's not really too many players I think that would fit to his skill set. Porzingis and him make a dank 1-2 punch. Porzingis is a freaking monster. He's a unicorn is what you call it, I guess, in the NBA. I would like to see him there. Bradley Beal, I don't really know what he would do. He could probably get traded somewhere else, but I think the Wizards, nothing's working there. It's kind of like the Toronto thing. You had DeRozan and Lowry for those years. You were always the top of the East, couldn't beat the Cleveland Cavaliers or LeBron James led teams. You got to rebuild. I think John Wall needs to opt out of there. I'll get back onto his contract later, but I think that's a trade I would like to see.
I agree.
So, we are going to take a break right now and get our special guest on the show. Stay tuned. Is that our special guest? Thanks for staying with us today, Shane.
Yep.
How you doing? Thanks for coming to Tyme Action Sports. Well, I know there's a lot on your mind. You're wearing a Josh Gordon jersey. What was your thoughts of Week 13?
There's too much to take in, honestly. Like, where do we start on that?
You want to get into Kareem Hunt?
The Chiefs' offense. How about? I don't know. It's just turning one-dimensional, honestly. Like, Spencer Ware is not the guy to get it done. He's not an every down back. They don't have depth. That was a problem going into the season. If Kareem Hunt gets injured or something, you just don't have enough depth. Like, your offense is going to become one-dimensional.
Do you think that's why New England's so good? Because they have depth at everything.
Honestly, yeah.
Yeah.
We're gonna see what Patrick Mahomes is made of, because like there's gonna be a lot. There's
Josh
gonna be
Gordon jersey.
Yeah. When they talk about most pressure, we're gonna see like all the pressure is on Patrick Mahomes right now, because
It really is. It's a good examination of the whole Chiefs situation.
Good protection. Deep downfield, and it's hauled in at the 1-yard line. Antonio Brown. James Conner is the running back. He tries to take it into the end zone, and he does. 15 yards, and then throws, and it's going to be picked off at the 8-yard line by Derwin James. Past the 30, he goes. Villanueva. Rivers fires and into traffic, and deflected and caught by Allen for the touchdown. What a break. You got two Steelers right there, and the ball winds up in the hands of Allen. Hayden is one to the 29-yard line. You got Desmond King. Desmond King is into Pittsburgh territory. Desmond King inside the 20, the 10, all the way for the touchdown. And he does it.
That was unbelievable.
I want to get your guys' opinion on this. Chargers Steelers, they're down 23-7 at half.
Oh my god.
Obviously come back.
I was bummed.
They win 30-33 because of those 3 offside penalties that made Mike Badger hit the game-winning field goal. My question is, do the Chargers, before going in, I didn't mention it last time on our last podcast, but do the Chargers need to do anything else to prove that they're ready to contend? Are they? I mean, they're 9-3. They're 1 game behind the 10-2 Chiefs.
They need Melvin Gordon back. That's it.
Yeah, and there's a possibility he might come back this week, but is there anything else that they need to do? Like, I feel like they get no love. I know they don't have a good fan base, no fans. But what else can they do? They got a Pro Bowl quarterback that I think deserves a ring eventually. They got a good defense.
I think this is the time for the Chargers.
Yeah, this is it. And if last year they didn't start 0-4, I think they would have been in the playoffs and making some noise. But we got to see how that goes.
I don't think they would have gotten past New England last year or Jacksonville.
I think the Chargers are debatably they're the most balanced team in the AFC.
Yeah,
and that's like why they can come back.
I like that.
They can control the tempo. They can like that drive versus the Steelers where they should have like a 13-play drive or something. Gives their defense a break.
It's like the Saints last year.
Yep. Keeps freaking Big Ben on the sidelines. Like that was like everything they needed. And then the defense comes out there. The pass rush starts being effective.
Austin Eckler wasn't the running back we thought that was going to control the game.
No way.
Mm-hmm. Justin Jackson had a touchdown. Austin Eckler, not that many touches. I think he had a good 13 to 14 touches. Or no, he did. He had 14 touches in the game, resulted in 9 fantasy points. All right, what else you guys want to talk about? Talk to me. You guys want to get into Week 14?
Yeah,
you guys
let's do next week.
Okay, we'll talk about Week 14. Oh, one more thing to recap. Congrats to the Rams. They clinched their second NFC West title 2 years in a row. Congratulations. We'll see how you do in the playoffs.
You said I thought you don't like the Rams.
I don't like the Rams, but you gotta give credit when credit is due. Let's get into it. Thursday night football. We've got a decent game. We've got Jacksonville at Tennessee. What do you guys think? You guys got any bold predictions for that game? It's gonna be on tomorrow.
Bold predictions.
Just for Thursday night.
Bold predictions. There will only be one interception thrown in the game. That's a bold prediction.
I'm going to say it's neither by Blake Bortles or Marcus Mariota. Someone will get hurt. Dun, dun, dun.
You think someone's going to get hurt?
Sure, that'll be my bold prediction. The one interception that's thrown will not be by a starting quarterback.
What's your bold prediction for Thursday?
I say Jags bounce back. That defense is going to turn on. It's too late in the season.
I mean, they turned on last week, though.
Yeah.
They shut down Luck.
I mean, how bold can you be? It's the Titans and Jags. It's going to be a sleep. Snooze fest right there.
Okay. All right, well, let's get off a horrible team. Let's jump back into the Rams.
Good games.
Aaron Donald, 16 and a half sacks so far this season. Is he the MVP that no one's talking about? We love to talk about MVP.
MVP? Wait, who?
MVP in the entire league. When's the is there...
He's not...
Can that make a value argument that he should be the NFL MVP?
Aaron Donald, 16
and a half sacks. He's on pace to break Michael Strahan's record.
If he gets the record, maybe.
There's no disrespect to Aaron Donald from me, but he will absolutely not get it.
Okay.
Yeah. Simply because the NFL
but defensive player of the year for sure.
Yeah, and it's also like he's not like a really he used to play a defensive tackle, right? He doesn't play this tackle, right? He plays right end now.
Yeah, he's right
he
end.
switched positions.
Yep.
I mean, it's not really a big position that people watch. They don't really watch the D line. Unless like true football fans.
Thanks.
But I don't know. Like their position, obviously, like you see all these quarterbacks. You got Drew Brees, you got Jared Goff, you got Phillip Rivers, you got Patrick Mahomes. But I mean, I just don't think that defensive side like really gets enough credit. Like if anything, like maybe a safety or a corner. Like a corner's having a great year, like Revis. Like still at that point, it's a long shot from winning an MVP because there's always that one player on offense. Because offense is everything. That's what brings.
Yeah, and you mentioned Mahomes. I mentioned Gurley a couple times. We mentioned Breeze. So I guess we can kind of talk about, I don't know, Super Bowl predictions. You guys want to take it? I have favorites to come out of the AFC and NFCs. There's favorites that you think as of right now going to Week 14 that are the favorites. Of the AFC,
Every
okay.
year.
Are you gonna say that too?
Yeah.
Who else?
That's an easy one.
Yep.
NFC.
You
think a Patriots-Rams Super Bowl?
Yep.
No, it's gonna be.
There could be an upset.
It's gonna be the Patriots Saints.
Patriots Saints. That's a good one.
It'll be Patriots Saints or Chargers Saints. The one Super Bowl I'd love to see also would be Chiefs Saints. I feel like that would be an insane offensive game.
I think Chargers come out of the AFC, NFC. I'm gonna say it is.
I want to see Baker Mayfield.
I'll say the Saints. I'll say Saints Chargers.
Okay.
Baker Mayfield's not gonna make the Super Bowl, dude.
Dude, you never know.
Hell
Never
no.
know,
You're
bro.
nuts. You're on crazy pills. All right.
Dude, the Steelers could lose out.
So that was kind of my just preview. There's something I want to talk about that I've been saying it for a couple of weeks straight. The contenders and the pretenders of the NFL. I'll start off with my biggest pretender, the Carolina Panthers. I've been saying it for weeks.
Why do you hate
They
Carolina?
started 6-2. They've lost 4 straight, and they're close games besides the Steelers one, where they lost 21-52. They lost to Detroit 19-20. They lost to Seattle 27-30.
4 in a row, huh?
Yeah, their own 4. And they just lost last week to the Buccaneers, a Jameis Winston-led Buccaneers, 17-24.
Who knows who's going to start next week, though, you know?
Yeah, I'm
For the
just
Bucs.
I'm just saying.
They
I'm
might
just
switch back
saying.
to Fitzpatrick, who knows?
Biggest pretender in the league. I think they're a big pretender. There's a couple contenders. I think Chargers obviously made a statement that they're ready to contend, in my eyes. Pretenders, Packers. Pretenders,
Well,
maybe Vikings.
they're not in the run, though.
Yeah, I know, but remember we brought
Like
them up
the
last
final,
week.
yeah, okay, yeah.
So, anything you guys want to talk about? Top favorite teams in each division?
He wants to talk about
Yeah, talk to
a
me.
game.
You're on your
Talk
guest
about
spot.
I got a slew, I got a pretender for you. It's the Houston Texans.
Houston Texans after riding
A 9-game After riding the Eagles' easy schedule, the 9-game win streak, yeah.
Guy comes on the show, says that 9-win team in a row.
The
is a
hardest
contender.
game they played this
pretender.
year. Hardest game they played this year. The Patriots. They got slapped and controlled. Second hardest game. The average Washington Redskins. they squeaked out a win, I guess.
Yeah,
Played the
yeah,
AFC
yeah.
South, Colts. I mean, we'll see. We'll see what they're made of, but they haven't faced a real contender yet.
Deshaun Watson, is he on track to win comeback player of the year?
No.
If he leads his team to a playoff, what if they win out 13-3?
He's not going to win it over Andrew Luck.
There's another Houston Texan in contention for that.
Yeah.
Do we have to talk about him?
You could say it right now.
J.J. Watt.
Yeah, that's true.
Guy's a
Guy's
stud.
right up there, yeah.
Yeah, guy's a stud.
If anything,
Everybody loves J.J. too.
Yeah, that's true. He's
Him and Andrew Luck. Literally, it's him and Andrew Luck.
You guys want to make a little
He
bet?
wants- I think it's going to be Andrew Luck.
It comes down to the last 4 games. All right, the NFL loves quarterbacks, so it probably is going to be Andrew Luck. But if JJ can bust out, if JJ can
Like
get
8
to,
sacks, maybe?
yeah, if he can get to like 15, 16 sacks, he could get it.
That's true.
We'll see.
What's he at right now?
I think like 11.5.
Yeah, he's at 11.5.
He wants to talk about the Bears-Rams game.
Okay, the AFC or the NFC Championship. They're doing that.
Okay.
He thinks
NFC Championship.
Yeah, they're gonna upset the Saints.
Okay, LA Rams in Chicago. Okay, it's projected to be 30 degrees. You think the Rams coming from LA are going to be able to play that? I mean, I think
the
this should
Rams
have
are
a lot
going
of
to get the
firepower.
first seed.
I don't think the Rams.
The Rams won't play in.
All right,
The Rams are going to play at home.
No, the Rams in Chicago.
Oh, I think
They're playing this Sunday night.
My fault.
That's why I'm taking Chicago, because in the playoffs that's going to be in LA, and I'm taking the Rams over Chicago. But I think a sleeper team is actually Chicago when they have their quarterback and Chase Daniels.
He comes back this week.
Yeah, when he's not fumbling 3 times in the game-winning drive, I think they are a real contender, and that defense is going to bully the Saints.
So against the Rams, who are one of the top 5 defenses as of right now, with Mitch Trubisky coming back, is there going to be rest? Is it good that he rested, or is there going to be rust?
Rest.
I don't think anyone's going to catch up to him in that division. I don't think the Packers will. They're still I bet the Packers lose like
So
2
Chicago's
more.
favored to come out of their division.
Yeah,
But-
for sure.
That's obviously an upgrade over
They need
Chase
to go on a
Daniel.
little, but I think the Bears need to,
Yeah, exactly.
I think the Bears need to go on a little hot streak right
Yeah.
before the playoffs.
They got a hard schedule though.
They do. They need to go on a little hot streak with their quarterback. They can't have Chase Daniel win games and then have Mitch Trubisky come back a game before, play like half the game, and then just play in the playoffs. You know,
Yeah.
they need to get that chemistry before the playoffs. Because if your team, you don't have, that connection with your quarterback, you don't have that on-tune, same, you haven't played in a couple weeks, that's not, playoff time, you're facing good teams, and it's not going to,
3 of their next 4 games are hard though. They play
Green Bay, right?
Yeah, Green Bay, Vikes, and Rams, obviously. The other one's easy, I forgot who it was.
From their other division, but I like it. I like the. Wait, you think that they're gonna come out of the NFC? Wait, no, you said the.
You said the Rams.
I'm saying
you said
that-
the Rams.
But you're saying that's
Yeah.
a championship.
Yeah,
game.
that's the championship game.
He's picking the Bears this week.
I'll take Bears over Saints. Saints show that they get bullied by a solid defense.
I actually like that. That's a good. I think if it was in Chicago. The game is in Chicago. I still think it's gonna be like a 34, probably 21 game with those probably 14 of those 21 being put up the fourth quarter. But I think this is a chance for the Chicago Bears to kind of show prime time against one of the best teams in the league that they are.
For real.
Yeah. I mean, we'll see, but that's a good matchup for sure. Let's see. We can kind of go over some other ones. Not really too many. New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Oh, you're talking about New England at Miami?
Brady loses that.
Brady he always loses a game in the division.
He's 7-9 in Miami.
7-9. 7-9 in Miami.
Yep. Baltimore, KC, number 1 defense versus number 1 offense. It's in KC though. Yeah, KC's a hard place to play.
Lamar Jackson won't be able to put up many points. So you have to be willing to put up 34 points plus against Kansas City. In Kansas City too.
Kansas City's defense is why they're not gonna go far deep in the playoffs. Defense is everything. But
I like it.
There's all this hype on Lamar Jackson, but what about Baltimore's defense? They got the number 1 scoring defense in the NFL.
Lewis is in, 2nd down 7. Oh, look out for Suggs. Look out for Wormley. And they're on the block. Look out, here they come. Here's Suggs.
Lamar Jackson's getting all the hype. Look at his stats. It's not that great.
There's like 2 interceptions.
Yeah.
1 rushing touchdown.
It's not that great.
Also, I mean,
it's solid.
It's a quarterback's league, like you said.
He's pulling wins, but the defense is really pulling wins.
Exactly. So, let's get to it.
All right. Oh my God, I don't even know who to pick. I don't even know who to pick for tomorrow.
All right. So I said that 1 interceptions by the quarterback that gets hurt. That quarterback is gonna be Marcus Mariota. Jacksonville wins on the road.
What's yours?
I'll take Tennessee.
Take Tennessee. Here, I'll write an S on yours, and we'll make.
You're taking Tennessee. You said
we'll
your
make
bold.
I know, but when I
said your bold prediction was Jacksonville defense bounce back and Jags catch it up. That's what you just said.
Oh, did I?
Yeah.
Okay, so you're riding with Jacksonville.
No. I'm taking Tennessee.
He just talks out of pure momentum. He just doesn't have a thought.
I think Jacksonville's deep. We'll cop it out.
This is Waiver Wire Wizard, by the way, and Foxer. This is Waiver Wire Wizard.
3-9. Let's go.
Next year we'll make the worst team do something crazy. Yeah, it's always next year. You would like to be in our league next year, right?
I'm down.
All right.
Oh,
you gotta get with the big boys.
You should have seen him. He's like, I was talking to him, and he's like, I'm not playing ESPN next year because of the waiver wire order. I don't like how it works.
It's gotta go serpentine.
Dude,
he's all mad.
It's because I make the most pickups every week, so I'm always 12, bro.
His name's a Waiver Wire Wizard. All right,
it's all about that draft, bro. It's all about the draft.
Oh, sorry. It is about the draft.
Jets at Buffalo.
No, I haven't picked yet.
Oh, you got Jacksonville, Tennessee. Sorry.
Let me take. I'll take Jacksonville.
So we're all on Jacksonville.
I'm literally
except for Shane.
You really know why it took me that long? It's because I just guessed. I just took one just because I don't know because I'm not gonna watch it.
All right. yeah. He's probably the lowest rated Thursday night.
I literally just went left, right.
You just chose Blake Bortles, bro.
I mean, he's wearing the Jacksonville jersey though.
Yeah.
I'm not a Jacksonville fan. I just like Allen Robinson.
Oh yeah, big shout out to the Chargers winning last week. Love what I seen. Obviously, you love it. You love what I'm wearing. I love what I'm wearing. Go Chargers. Let's write it out. My bold prediction was they go 13-3. Still a possibility for that to happen. Let's go. All right, Jets at Buffalo. That's a great matchup
that's
too.
That's a shootout right there.
All right, someone's got to win.
Maybe.
Yeah, little tie.
What you got, Shane?
I can't pick Sam Darnold.
He's not even playing, is he?
He is.
Who knows?
Yeah, I didn't even know if he played. Did he play last week? I don't know.
All right, I'll take Buffalo. Buffalo.
Okay. Yeah, I'll take Buffalo. I think Josh Allen's gonna. I feel like he's getting in his groove.
All right,
Josh Allen.
I'll take yours.
That hurts.
I'll go Jets.
How you do that?
I'll go the Jets. Carolina Panthers at Cleveland. My biggest pretender going up against one of your favorite players right now, Baker Mayfield. Slater.
Cleveland, baby, every week, no matter who they play. Cleveland at home, dog pound, baby. Let's go.
I'm going for perfection, so it's hard to choose. But
I'm going Cleveland.
Oh, yeah, I'll go Cleveland.
Okay, so we're all on Cleveland. Atlanta at Green Bay. Shootout of good quarterbacks that are underperforming in the NFL right now. Who you got?
Atlanta in Green Bay. I'll take Atlanta in Green Bay.
I'm gonna take Green Bay wins it with Josh Thibodeau as the intern head coach.
All right.
In Green Bay, it's gonna be a cold game.
A-Rod.
Hey,
So Slater.
Matty Ice, baby.
So you want?
They don't call him Matty Ice for a reason.
So here, I'll star that one. You guys have Buffalo.
Let me mark mine as well, so we know.
We're all in Cleveland.
I know. I need to mark them from the start. I took Jacksonville. I almost marked Tennessee because I just didn't care about that game. I took Buffalo. I took Cleveland, and I took Atlanta.
Ooh, Baltimore,
Alright.
KC.
Baltimore, Kansas City, number 1 defense, number 1 offense. You took. Who are you taking?
This one's hard because Baltimore's defense is for real. We know that. If this was a neutral field, Baltimore all the way. But the fact that KC's playing at home, and like as a Patriot fan, I can say Kansas City, at least for us, is the hardest place to play. Of any team,
Denver.
no matter what the record is, we do not want to play in Kansas City.
Yeah,
But
that's true.
defenses can play on the road, so I'm gonna say upset alert, Baltimore.
Uh-oh. Okay.
Take KC. I like Patty Mahomes. Miami at New England.
Hold on. So he took Baltimore. I'm in
KC.
You're taking KC.
I'm taking Baltimore.
There we go.
Dun,
Guys.
dun, dun. Star the ones that we disagree on. So we disagreed on Atlanta. We disagreed on Baltimore. We disagreed on the Jets.
Bro.
Right on the table, bro. That's what the tables are for.
Well, I'm gonna lean over his leg.
You guys are friends.
We disagreed on the first one.
Second.
Second, you're right. And then
Atlanta and Green Bay.
Yeah, Green Bay.
So what Slater and I are gonna do is we are gonna defer on a couple games every year or every week. It's gonna happen. If you get that
Winner
point,
gets lunch.
whoever gets the most points by the end of the season. So we're at week 14. Is 3 weeks left. We're both 1-1 for last week. He has a point. I have a point. Whoever gets the most points buys lunch. I'm sure this guy wants Chipotle. I'm
Wings
probably
and
gonna get
things.
wings and things. Yes.
I'm more of a Ruth Chris guy, but
Yeah.
Expensive steak.
I want a fine steak at Red Lobster.
Yeah.
All right,
Red
New England
Lobster.
at Miami. Did you said Miami?
I'm a New
Shane?
England fan.
Shane, you
I
can
didn't
get
choose, I
it.
didn't choose. I'll take.
I'm taking Miami.
Oh.
You're gonna take Miami
That
over
game they always lose in Miami.
All right,
New England.
they always do.
They
They
always
always lose
lose
in
in
Miami,
Miami.
but I'm not gonna root against my Patriots, so I'll take Patriots.
So you're dumb.
Miami could.
Are you really?
definitely-
You can change it right now.
They're 7-9 versus.
You're gonna take your.
Tom's 7-9 in there. They probably will lose. Honestly,
That's a weird stat. I like that though. I didn't know he was that
The
bad.
only place he has a losing record is at
New Orleans at Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston gonna bounce back, get a
And-
touchdown with Mike
oh.
Evans.
Nope.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Nope.
New Orleans all over
Probably
that.
get hurt.
They did
Then
lose though this year
Fitzpatrick
though.
will come and win. Yeah, but that was week 1.
New York Giants at Washington is okay. I read a stat. Odell Beckham Jr. has two passes of 40 yards or more for a touchdown. Eli Manning
1.
0.
in Washington.
And we got Mark Sanchez starting. We got Mark
I'm gonna
Sanchez
take
versus New York Giants.
New York's playing good. New York's playing good football. I'm taking New York.
Ooh, I don't know. I'm split. I roll with the home team when I don't know. But look at that. Who's their quarterback right now? I
Mark
don't even know.
Sanchez. He's getting his second career start this year.
I can't. Oh, Eli Manning though too.
He's playing good though. He's not
All right, I'll just root for an upset. I'll take Washington.
I'm gonna take
I
the
don't
Giants.
feel good about taking Mark.
Indianapolis at Houston.
That's a good game.
Nine win streak for the Texans. You said they're the team that is a pretender. So I'm taking
What is
Indy.
that?
It's getting broken right there.
Colts broken. I'm taking Colts.
Yeah, I'm taking Colts. That shit's getting snapped.
I'll take Houston.
Snap.
Just to disagree with
Start
you
it
guys.
later. Okay.
You chose the wrong one slot.
Chose the same
Cincinnati at the Chargers. You know where I'm going.
One. Yep, I'll take San Diego. San Diego's hot.
Who's San Diego?
Joe Mixon about to go beat. No, I was kidding.
You want
Chargers?
Chargers?
Yeah,
Okay.
for sure. For sure.
Denver at San Fran.
Denver's hot.
Who's
Yeah,
Denver gonna
Denver's
throw
hot
to
right
with
now.
Emmanuel Sanders
Cortland
out?
Sutton.
Yep.
That's it though. Phil Lindsay, I guess. All right, I take Denver
Phil
too.
Lindsay.
I miss C.J. Anderson. I'll just say
Philadelphia
He
at
just signed with
Dallas.
somebody. CJ Anderson just signed with the team.
He signed
that.
with.
He was on Carolina. What happened to him?
He just signed. He got released, and then he signed with
I didn't
Oh
know
my
that.
God.
Oakland. No.
Yeah, he signed with Oakland. You're right. He
Did
signed
he?
with. Yeah, he signed with
He did
Oakland.
sign with
today.
Oakland.
Today.
I
He was
drafted
on the
him
Panthers.
In our fantasy, I drafted him.
I know.
He's a beast. He rushed for
He's
1,000 yards last season.
Yeah, next
Philadelphia
year at Dallas.
I'll take Dallas. Just because they're both. I mean, these teams are both playing pretty good, but I think Dallas just the home crowd and then like the momentum they're riding right now.
Seems
They
to
just
be-
beat the Saints. Like they're gonna.
Who do you got, Shane? They took 2 games at home. You got Dallas. Yeah.
I'm not gonna root against the Patriots.
No,
I
Philadelphia.
know. I hate the Eagles, bro.
Yes.
Not a chance.
Detroit at Arizona.
Oh my god.
Someone's got to win that one too, I guess.
I'll take Detroit.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll take David Johnson, big bounce back game. He's winning.
so I gotta
I'll
start
take
that
that.
one.
I'll take that too.
All right.
Pittsburgh at Oakland. That's not too hard. LA Rams at Chicago. 30 degrees. Rams going to be going from SoCal.
I'm taking Rams.
Windy City.
Chicago.
I'm taking Rams.
Chicago's an upset in Chicago, but when it's playoffs and it's in LA, it's going to be the Rams. With Aqib Talib back. Is Aqib Talib playing this week?
No, he is not.
Still out?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, Chicago. That defense is going to be different with a physical corner.
All right. Monday Night Football. We got one in Seattle.
That's not a bad game.
That
I'll
is a
actually
great
watch
game.
that. I'll actually watch
Minnesota at Seattle. Who you got? So I think either this
Stephon
team.
Diggs is hurt, and Adam Thielen's not playing as good as he was before.
You can't.
I'm gonna
keep
take
them.
Seattle. I'm gonna take Seattle.
I'm taking
I think.
Seattle, too.
I think whoever
a
wins
loud
this.
Monday night game
Yeah.
in Seattle, cold, loud Monday night, probably rainy. I'll take Seattle all day.
I think whoever wins this is gonna be the wild card. I think whoever doesn't win.
Well, Minnesota's
gets
not
kicked
even
out.
a wild card right now, though. I think.
They're right there though.
They're
They're right
They're
behind
close.
them.
They're close without.
Okay, so I got Seattle too. So we disagreed on Detroit, Arizona. We disagreed on Indianapolis and Houston.
Total point score Monday Night Football game. Did we do that for one of them?
No, that's just for this kind of stuff. So we're different on New England and Miami. We deferred on Baltimore and Kansas City.
It's cold.
We deferred on Atlanta and Green Bay. Jets and Buffalo, Jacksonville and Tennessee. I don't care what goes on. There's not going to be just this 1-1. There's going to be a lot of different ones this week.
What do you think the highest scoring game is out of all this?
Also, Minnesota, Seattle, the highest scoring.
Indianapolis,
Houston, that's a good one. I would say.
I mean, Atlanta and Green Bay could be a high scoring game too.
I don't see it. It's never
That's
a high
true.
scoring game in Green Bay. It's never.
True.
It's too cold, bro. Someone's got messed up hands or messed up fingers from that.
A-Rod, because he's not winning games.
I'm gonna say Cleveland. I'm gonna say Cleveland, Carolina is a high scoring game.
Can we get into that? Can we talk about some A-Rod?
Let's talk about Aaron Rodgers. Why not? Oh, I guess that's a good time to transition to the Bobby Boucher plays and players of the week.
No. No what?
And they wanted to snap it quickly to the end zone. Touchdown, Aaron Jones. Rosen's throw for Larry Fitzgerald. And they are ruling it a catch. Going to the turf with the ball.
That is a catch.
And the kick is off the mark, and the Packers are going to lose this game. And their playoff hopes will fade.
I think we actually hit a couple of third downs early and then went a nice long stretch there without hitting one. So, yeah, that's kind of been the issue. That's why we're not scoring a bunch of points. We're not getting touchdowns in the red zone. Same story.
Aaron Rodgers and the Packers fall to the Cardinals 20-17. They dropped 4-7-1. I have it in all caps. They are done. I always kind of thought, before that, it's like, they might be able to ride the ship and kind of sneak in. They done. Aaron Rodgers, 31 for 50, 233 yards. How many touchdowns did he throw? Can you guys tell me? After throwing for 50, he threw 50 times.
yards?
No,
50
31 for 50, 233 yards. How many touchdowns did he throw? He threw 52.
Last week?
Yeah, against Cardinals when they dropped 2017. How many touchdowns?
He threw.
Touchdowns?
Yep.
Let me think. He threw.
It wasn't 0, was it?
What do you think, Slider? You throw up 50 times for 233 yards against the 18th ranked defense, giving up 25 points per game.
He threw one touchdown because I'm pretty sure.
There's one touchdown.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure.
Oh, I guess you weren't looking at it.
Right.
No, Aaron Jones, he ran in one, I remember.
Yeah.
We're all those Packer fans with the highest TD percentage in history.
Well, anyways, I guess that's kind of my Bobby Boucher. Well, that's one of them. So that's one of my Bobby Boucher plays of the week. I don't know if you know what the Bobby Boucher play of the week or player. It's just the goofiest, funniest, or something that kind of...
come on, man.
Yeah, it's a come on, man, but something that we don't get copyrighted for. So I think it's the Packers. You have a chance to sneak in. He throws it 50 gosh dang times for 233 yards and 1 touchdown.
Bobby Boucher's a hero, though.
Bobby Boucher's a legend.
Every single podcast, Bobby Boucher's name has popped up. on the podcast.
Hey, you better watch it. I'm not sure if he's coming up on this one. Honestly, I kind of forgot, but
Yeah, you better know. I don't know anything about Bobby Boucher.
So is it
what year was he born?
Is it A-Rod or is it the coach? Is it Mike McCarthy or?
Well, we kind of mentioned it before you came on, actually, about Mike McCarthy. His 13-year tender's done. He's had 9 winning seasons, so that's actually pretty good. But I don't know. It's hard because it's kind of like the NBA, and you hear this a lot too. It's like your game plan, you practice every week. That's the coach's job. After that, when it's game time, they need to go out and perform. And if they don't execute the way that you were thinking, then I don't know. It's kind of on both. I heard a lot that Aaron Rodgers used to audible out of a lot of the plays Mike McCarthy played. That's what the NFL was saying about that he didn't agree with the plays, but I mean Sunday really didn't show it if he audibled out. It's just threw 1 touchdown, but I don't know. I think he deserves some of the blame. I think Aaron Rodgers does too. But Aaron Rodgers is like the Superman to Green Bay. They're not going to hate on him too hard.
Yeah.
So
He's the Brett Favre that he was then.
I mean, you're the.
Shout out Brett Favre.
You were running the offense, and you put up 17 points. All right, football's this simple. Score more points than the other team. You're doing this
It's all sports, isn't it?
Yeah.
But golf.
Consistently, people are calling you the greatest quarterback of all time. Athletically and skill-wise, he is. But he's not winning games. He's not.
2 years in a row. I know he's hurt last year, but
I mean, how long can you make excuses for Aaron Rodgers? Obviously, he's the best, and he's going to ball out anywhere. He's going to put up stats. He's going to make insane throws. But he's not winning games, period. So, Deshaun Watson's winning more games than him.
I think you tuned in. You tuned in last podcast. He's kind of listening to what I'm saying. End of the day, how many touchdowns does Aaron Rodgers, or how many Super Bowls Aaron Rodgers get for the Green Bay Packers? Obviously, he has 1. Brett Favre had 1, made 2 Super Bowl appearances.
Nick Foles has 1. No, you can't even.
How many touchdowns? How many Super Bowls does Aaron Rodgers appear in by the time it's all said and done? Is that his only 1?
3.
He's Dan Marino.
3?
He'll be 3.
Nah.
He'll be in 3.
He's Dan Marino.
He'll be in 3. I mean, how many Super Bowls Tom Brady made it? I mean, he had a 10-year span over he only made 2. And look at him now. He's made, 3?
No.
The past 4 years?
Tom came in, made 3 out of 4, and he's going to go out making 4 or 5.
And then he had a 10-year span of where he didn't. He made the Super Bowl twice within that 10-year span.
He was making deep playoff runs every single year, so.
He had a couple one-and-dones.
A couple, 2 or 3 years, and people made a big fuss about that, but Aaron Rodgers, he hasn't made a deep playoff run since 2011. Has he? Maybe 2012.
He made the NFC Championship versus the Falcons when the Patriots faced the Falcons 2 seasons ago.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
And, I mean, I'm pretty sure, I bet they were favorites.
The Falcons just, they were. But they were, it was the first time in, I think, NFL history that... Oh, no,
Falcons
sorry.
Falcons were a team that were terrible in the playoffs, remember?
Aaron Rodgers, beast.
Aaron Rodgers is insane. I would never bet against Aaron Rodgers, but...
I don't want to, but, the numbers don't lie, and the records don't lie.
No, the numbers don't lie. The numbers are fine, but the wins.
Yep, exactly.
No, the last time...
You can't make excuses
when the Falcons went, they beat the... No, never mind. Scratch that. The Cardinals lost the Panthers when Cam Newton went to the Super Bowl, so that's my bad. I got the years mixed up.
That was 2 years prior.
Okay. Yeah, exactly.
No, that was a year prior.
Yeah, it was. That's my fault because I just got confused. I was like, no. Do you guys want to transition to the award winners predictions of the NFL?
Yeah, let's do it. Let's hear yours first. Let's all do it. Let's hear yours first.
Okay.
Let's hear your argument.
So
we won't interrupt.
You mentioned before on the show.
Make your arguments. Just read them all. We won't interrupt.
Rookie offensive player.
Just do all.
Okay.
And then we'll all have our
MVP. I was kind of riding with Todd Gurley earlier on the season. I'm not sure if he's going to break LT's record. We will see. If I had to pick one right now, I mean, Andrew Luck's getting no love. I don't think he'll get it.
There's no stats.
I think Phillip Rivers isn't getting the love he needs to get either, even though I think he should. If we're talking, for sure, if we're going to bet against it, I guess you got to go with Pat Mahomes. I guess he's going to win MVP. I think Todd Gurley should win it if he breaks the record. But if we're actually talking about right now, and if we're going to make bets against it, then Pat Mahomes has got to freaking goddamn win it. Defensive Player of the Year, Aaron Donald. That's easy. 16.5 sacks. Rookie defense player of the year, shout out Derwin James making that big interception against the Chargers.
Against them.
Against the Steelers for the Chargers. Third interception of the year. He's playing outstanding football. I think he got no credit, and not a lot of people knew who he was because Chargers only had, before Steelers and the Ravens game got switched, they only had one primetime game, which is going to be in Kansas City in 2 weeks. But now the world knows who Derwin James is. Rookie offensive player of the year. You guys have to answer me this. Is Philip Lindsay a rookie?
Mm-hmm.
It goes to Philip Lindsay in my eyes then. I think that kid is just... you go in and you think it's going to be... Royce Freeman is going to be the stud.
Philip Lindsay's a dog.
Yeah. And there's a lot of good rookie players around, but I think what he's doing right now, it's like Royce Freeman kid has a lot of upside eventually in the potential future, but I think that Philip Lindsay's just a stud. I think he wins it. He's rushed for 157 yards last week, and I know he's been a steal in fantasy football. I think he wins it. Comeback player of the year, we kind of talked about this earlier. It's a quarterback-driven league. Hands down, Andrew Luck wins it. A little frustration right there. Hey, you can make your debate. You can make he threw. It was 7 weeks with 2 touchdown passes or more, except for last week when he lost Jacksonville 0-6. So whatever. I think the streak continues. I think he sneaks his team to the playoffs. They go out first round, but they sneak in, and then eventually he'll be making that run back at greatness and maybe a Hall of Fame career.
That's bold.
Coach of the year, Marvin Lewis. Just kidding. Oh, that's a good one. Oh man, that's kind of a tough one for me. Oh no, Anthony Lynn from the Chargers, easy.
Oh, that's a good one.
Anthony Lynn.
He
got no love last year. You know, we thought we were gonna fire him after the 0-4 start. He got us 9-7, almost to the playoff. This year, you know, we won the games we should have. We went to Pittsburgh, we went to Seattle, places where no one wanted to play, and we came out with the tough games. Our defense is looking good. He's the first. Actually, no, scratch that. He's not the first, but he gets a players rally. I think people respect him a lot. I respect him a lot as just a fan. So that's mine. And the team of the year. I want to say Chargers again, but it's not. I'm gonna say it's the. I'll say it's New Orleans. I think New Orleans, after being upset with that Stephon Diggs catch, they were just literally one play away, possibly, for making the Super Bowl, and who knows what, or the NFC Championship game, which they probably would have beat the Eagles and had a good game with.
We'll never know.
We'll never know. That's probably my. Bears are there too, but I'm gonna go with the Saints. All right, Slayer, you want to go? Or do you want to give our guest the next?
Let's change it. Go to 11.
Kirby, just read. Oh, there you go. MVP, Patty Mahomes, easy. The lock. Drew Brees is second. Drew Brees is second for that.
Yeah, I know.
Defensive Player of the Year, it's a lock, another one. That's not even like a question.
Who is it?
Aaron Donald.
Okay. And J.J. Watt.
No. I wanted J.J. Watt to get it, but it's not going to happen. Rookie Defensive Player of the Year, Derwin James. Sorry, I'm following you there, but this is where it changes. Comeback Player of the Year, I'm taking J.J. Watt. He's kind of going off. I mean, it is a quarterback-driven league, and Andrew Luck will probably get it.
J.J. Watt gets mass love from the league.
Everyone loves J.J. Watt, so I'm saying there's a chance. Team of the Year, it's the Chiefs, easy. Everyone called the Chargers a lock to win their division, and Chiefs is kind of take it by storm. Coach of the Year, I'm taking Seattle. I'm taking Pete Carroll. I am, just because. They traded away their defense, and they're in contention.
Lost Earl Thomas.
Yep. They're going to make playoffs, probably. I don't really care. I'm not going to knock wood. I'm not a Seattle fan.
Yeah. Don't want to see him in the playoffs, really.
Yeah, not really, but I don't know. He's done a lot with nothing, and it's kind of watching.
They're 7-5. They're looking hot. They might be 11-5, but it's all said and done. 10-6.
They're kind of like the Patriots. When you watch a Patriot game, they like it's boring watching the Patriots in regular season just because they like it's like their game plan. They just like out strategize people going into it. They spread the ball around. It's just boring to watch. Nothing explosive.
Yeah, but they get the job done.
Yep, they pull downs. That's what Seattle does.
Okay. So you that was pretty fast. It took me a little longer for that, but I guess you had time to think while I was dragging it out.
Oh, I forgot offensive player of the year.
Yeah.
Sorry. Saquon Barkley.
Oh, rookie player of the year, yeah.
The beast.
Offensive player of the year.
Yep.
Okay, I think Slayer's got a little different stuff.
All right, MVP Patrick Mahomes, like you said, that's a lock. Defensive player of the year, I'll give it to Aaron Donald. I think he's gonna win it too. It's
So
easy.
we're all on those
Rookie defensive player of the year. I'm gonna give it to the Cowboys linebacker Van Der Each. I don't know how you say his name, but he's a baller.
Yeah.
He's like third in tackles. He's a killer.
The middle linebacker? That
Yep.
guy? Yeah, he's a stud, yeah. That was the
Offensive
first
rookie of the year, as much as I would want to give it to Philip
I love
Lindsay, I got to give it to Saquon Barkley.
I thought you were a Baker Mayfield, but...
I know, I want Baker Mayfield as well too, but I don't think you could put him up there with Saquon Barkley and Philip Lindsay just because of the stats. They have better stats overall. I mean, Baker Mayfield's a stud though, but I don't know. Comeback player of the year, I'll give it to Andrew Luck. Just because, like you said, quarterback-driven league. Team of the year.
It's gonna happen nowadays.
Team of the year, it's the Rams, of course. Everyone loves the Rams. Come on.
I know.
LA Rams. Prime time.
I know.
Coach of the year, I think this is easy. It was a weird week for them last week. It was like, caught him off guard, but Sean Payton.
Sean Payton, all right.
He's
He could get it. He could get it.
He's obviously going to get it. I mean, look, he hasn't had any competition.
Yeah, you're right.
Except for last week, and they barely lost. And the only other loss they have is the Bucks. Like a weird week one Fitzmagic. Like, it's going to be Sean Payton.
Chiefs got to win out for PQL game, for sure.
The Seahawks, you mean?
Is there anything else you guys want to talk about before we wrap around to our quick takes?
Nah, let's do this quick takes.
Okay. I want to touch back on something real quick because we talked about KD talking smack on our boy LeBron James back there, saying that
everyone talks smack on LeBron James.
That nobody wants to play with LeBron James.
Everyone.
Before I get into what he said, actually no, let me get into what he said. He said it's a toxic environment when everyone pays attention.
Who said this?
This is Kevin Durant.
How does he know?
I don't know, man. This is what he's just saying. He goes, it's a toxic environment when everyone pays attention to LeBron James. It's BS attention. Just get out of the way and let us play some basketball. He thinks that people are, everywhere LeBron James goes, it's always LeBron James. Which we kind of talked about, like,
because
the ring.
He's a superstar.
Yeah, it's LeBron James.
But
I said about the rings and the personal brand, like, I don't read too much into this because I think KD's going to leave Golden State. He did his own kind of thing by leaving and going rings. Good for him. He's a snake, whatever. I think he's a little bitter because no one respects him the way that they used to. It's like, oh, you had Russell Westbrook, you were loyal, you're going to stick with us till we get the chip. Now it's like, oh, you dipped to go freaking sign a cheap deal, win a ring, all that. You're still there. I hope he leaves, but, it's kind of like the Kobe Bryant thing. It's like, oh, no stars want to play with Kobe Bryant. It's like, the right star has to play with Kobe Bryant. It's like Pau Gasol.
Yeah, you know what's crazy too is like how Kobe has 5 rings. Like Kobe has 5 rings. Like obviously, you know what's crazy to think of? Steph Curry has 3 rings. That's just how good the Warriors are. Yeah. The Warriors are that
think about
good.
Who Curry had.
Steph Curry has this. I know he has a stacked team, but the Warriors are that good that they have Steph Curry and Klay Thompson have 3 rings, and Draymond Green and Andre Iguodala. They have 3 rings. Kobe has 5. I really think the Warriors will win 4 more championships.
Is KD part of those championships?
Not one of them.
Other than this year?
Not one of them.
Okay. I think the Warriors would always be in contention. But like I said, it reminds me of Kobe because it's like, oh, a lot of people didn't want to play with Kobe, his attitude, whatever. But also it's like the right stars to fit in with. Like you got Gasol, who was a good scorer, respectively in his own, a good player, but he wasn't that attention guy. He was a teammate kind of player, and he's gonna let Kobe do his thing, and that's a perfect fit. And you saw Bynum coming around, you saw Odom, you saw Shannon Brown. I think it's just KD being a little bitter by saying this. I don't read into it saying, oh, he might not come. I don't really care if he comes or not. I say that now.
To LA?
Yeah, he's a free agent. But Tyson Chandler came out and said, if you're willing to, I know he's not a superstar, but he's a role player as of right now. But he goes, if you're willing to sacrifice playing with LeBron, then you're accepting being a part of winning a championship. And you think about LeBron, not a lot of players can say they've been to the finals 8 years in a row like LeBron James has.
Yeah.
You know,
Speaks
like
for itself.
you know, like the Warriors have. Yeah, I get that, but you know, I think KD's kind of basically just kind of being a little soft about it, a little cupcake, because he wants to be his own LeBron, and now he put himself in this position where it's like, oh yeah, he's KD of the Warriors, he gets the MVPs in the finals.
Steph Curry's that whole team. That's
Yeah, exactly.
Steph
So
Curry, yeah.
I just kind of want to touch on that, what your opinion was, and it's like, do
Yeah.
stars want to chase greatness? Do the stars want to chase greatness right now if it means playing second fiddle to someone? Like being the Pippen to Jordan, being the Kobe to Shaq, being the Gasol to Kobe, you know, that kind of word. Being the KD to Steph Curry, you know, that kind of stuff. Being though Kevin Durant, respectfully, one of the MVPs. Is it just kind of a thing right now where people are kind of bitter at LeBron? And like, you know, Jimmy Butler pulled out, Kawhi Leonard apparently doesn't want to play. Are they just that bitter at LeBron, or are they just not willing to accept making a sacrifice to win a championship?
I mean, it depends how much. I think it comes down at the end of the day to how much you love the sport of basketball. It's all. It doesn't matter about players. It's just how much they have the passion for the sport.
Yeah.
Because if you want to play football like Tom Brady, look at Tom Brady. He just wants to play football. He doesn't care about all that other stuff.
Care about money.
That's why he's the best quarterback of all time. You look at Kobe Bryant. He just wanted to play basketball. He doesn't care about all that publicity. That's why he's considered one of the best basketball players of all time. Arguably the best basketball player of all time. LeBron James, I mean, like, he's just a superstar. So he gets all that publicity and all that.
The wrong publicity sometimes too.
Yeah, but he's not. He's the perfect role model for the NBA. Look at him. He doesn't cuss. He doesn't get fights. He's been married for his wife for I don't know how long. Like, he's had the same wife. He's got 3 kids. Like, he's just the role model for the NBA. He's just like the perfect role model for sports. Is LeBron James. That's
He opened up the school.
Yeah, he opened the school. He's a great player too. I mean, obviously, like, as a Laker fan, I've had moments where I've been upset, like, at LeBron James. I didn't like him, but like, I've always thought he was like arguably the best player in the NBA.
Right.
I don't.
And he still has that.
I know he's a great guy too. But.
Yeah. Well, I just want to touch on that. So we're gonna get into I know one of my favorite parts, quick takes. Last week you watched quick takes. I gave Slater probably the easiest quick takes in the world. I made them a little harder, I think. So we will see. And after that, we're gonna get Shane into something too. Is a new segment called Friendly Fire. We're gonna pit Slater against his friend Shane. Whoever gets the most right out of 7 questions wins.
Is it like a buzz-in type thing?
I'm gonna ask you both, and then I'm gonna, whoever's closest.
Okay.
That kind of stuff. Okay. So we're gonna do quick takes. Who has a phone on with their timer?
I can do it.
So yeah, like I said last week, Slater made me look like a fool.
I don't want to see this fool pull out his Android. I don't want to
Slater made me look like a fool doing these quick takes. So I see him mine up.
This guy goes. Androids, dude. iPhones are terrible. Androids are way better, bro. Every time I call him once, it doesn't work the first time because his phone's.
All right. Stop trashing on
blanking. I'm not trashing on him. I'm trashing on Android.
You wrote down your quick takes?
Yeah, I wrote them down.
You wrote them down in class?
Yeah.
Hey, but back to the KD and LeBron thing. KD, just calm down. LeBron James is still the best player in the world. If you want to join forces with us, stop being bitter. We'll accept you. And come win a championship or 2 with us. And we'll be happy.
All right.
Never going back to OKC.
All
okay.
Right. You're gonna.
Last week we did 80 seconds. You want to do 80 seconds again?
Let's do 90 if you made them harder.
90 seconds up. So minute 30. You watch your time when it hits a minute 30. Just tap, and then we'll go through. And if you stumble on something, just keep going through. Same with you too. Okay. Unless you
Wait, am I in on this?
No, you're just timing.
You're gonna
be hit you in a different.
All right, ready?
So the minute he starts talking, you hit start.
Okay. So you ready?
Yeah.
All right, go. Kurt Warner won a Super Bowl with which team?
The Rams.
How many times did the Steelers jump off sides in the 33-30
3.
loss? Chris Bosh wore number blank for the Heat.
1.
Name 3 villains in Spider-Man 3.
Doc Ock, Venom, and Green Goblin.
Doc Ock is not part of it. You want to redo it really quick?
And Spider-Man what?
Spider-Man 3.
Oh, Harry.
Okay, it's fine. You're good.
You said Spider-Man.
You're fine. How many holes are in a full round of golf?
9.
How many rings does Ray Allen have?
He has 2.
What is Pau Gasol's brother's first name?
Mark.
What is the name of the evil lion in Lion King?
Scar.
How many teams did Brett Favre play for?
3. 4. My fault.
Okay. What jersey did I wear last video?
Honey Romo.
That was a good shot. Brian Westford played for the
Eagles.
What state does McLovin claim to be from in Super Bowl?
Hawaii.
Who led the lead in rushing last year?
Kareem Hunt.
What is the main character's name in the game The Last of Us?
Huh?
What is the main character's name in the game The Last of Us?
Why do I know this?
I told you it. We looked it up. You want to skip it?
No. Yeah, skip it.
How many father-son presidents were there? How many pairs of father-son
One.
presidents were there? Want to skip it?
One.
You're done.
How many more do I have? Let me finish.
You made it to 15. Okay. We're finished. What company do Dale and Brandon create in Step Brothers?
Prestige Worldwide.
How many times did Kobe Bryant win the regular season MVP?
Once. In 08.
There you go. Who was the first overall pick in last year's draft?
It was... Who had the first overall pick last year? Was it the Browns? Yeah, the Browns had it, right?
Really?
Last year.
I know.
This recent draft?
This last year, most recent draft.
Oh, Baker Mayfield. I thought you meant last year.
Okay. Finish this sentence from The Dark Knight Rises.
Huh?
You finish this sentence from The Dark Knight Rises. You've given them everything.
Not everything. Not yet.
What is Iron Man's real name?
Tony Stark.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, Green Map.
Oh, fried.
Bell Stewie.
Yeah, come on.
Okay, so we'll exit that.
Alright.
Alright, so my bad on the Le'Veon Bell one. Led the league in
And
rushing
Spider-Man
last
one.
year. It was Kareem Hunt. And then the superhero one, I said name 3 villains in Spider-Man. I meant to say Spider-Man 3. He did say Doc Ock, Sandman, and Venom or something, or Harry. So my bad on that, guys. But still working it out. So now it's your turn to go at me.
All right,
Get ready.
I'll give you a minute 45.
All right.
I don't know where shit. Is that fun?
Oh.
Doesn't know how it works.
All right.
How's that? All right. The minute I start talking, the second I start talking, start it.
Go.
Okay. How many Super Bowl rings does LeGarrette Blount have?
3.
True or false? Tom Brady has thrown for over 500 yards at the age of 40 or above.
Does Super Bowl count?
I said, yeah.
Yeah, it's true.
Who has the fastest official 40-yard dash time?
John Ross.
Okay. What is the sloth's name in Ice Age?
Sid. Sid.
What year did World War II end?
58. I don't know.
Alright, let's do it. In the 2012 presidential election, who was representing the Republican Party?
The 2012?
Yeah, 2012.
Barack, it was, oh, shit. Clinton. No, Clinton was this year. Skip it.
She's Democrat as well. Alright, Darrell Revis ended his career with what team?
The Jets. The Patriots. Bucks. Skip it.
Time over here.
I think it's
Who won Defensive Player of the Year last year?
Aaron Donald.
Who won Rookie of the Year last year?
I can't remember. Skip it.
Alright.
Larry Fournette.
Who is the all-time passing leader, including postseason yard leader?
Tom Brady.
Who is on the $100 bill?
Franklin. Jackson.
Yeah. Who wrote the song Dark Fantasy?
Kanye West.
Who said this infamous quote? Absolutely, 100%.
O.J. Simpson.
Where was Marshawn Lynch drafted?
The Buffalo Bills.
What team was Emmanuel Sanders on before the Broncos?
Fuck, my bad.
No, you're good.
No,
You're
you're
good.
good.
It was the Pittsburgh Steelers.
Yeah, it was supposed to go 145.
Yeah, it's good. So what I make it to? It's
16.
Beat you, kinda.
Kinda.
I mean, I skipped a lot though.
Akeem Talib has blank amount of rings.
2. 1.
LeBron James has blank amount of season MVPs.
3.
Nope.
2. 4.
Yep. LeBron versus KD in how many finals?
2.
Nope.
1.
Nope.
3.
Yep.
OKC.
What is the name of Jimmy Neutron's robot dog?
Goddard. Is that it?
Okay.
All right. So I got the 16. Mark the ones I got wrong because you missed. So I'll give you Le'Veon Bell. So my bad. So you technically
And
missed.
Spider-Man, that counts.
Well, no, you got that right. So you missed 1. Oh no, and you missed Joel too. So you missed 2. How many did I miss? I skipped like 3.
Okay, you missed
Who was Rookie of the Year last year?
Alvin Kamara.
Ah, I should have known that. Damn it. I thought Saints too. I was like, Mike
Got
Thomas,
that.
no.
You got that. You got World War II. That's 1945. That's when it ended.
I said 54.
You said 58.
58.
In the 2012, it was Mitt Romney.
Ah.
Ron Rivas and his crew of the Jets.
I said Jets.
Oh, the Chiefs.
Oh, I was like, what the hell? All right, so you won. All right.
Oh, wait, hold on. Andrew Jackson got that. Rings, he has 1. You got that. Blah, blah, blah. Yep.
Okay. You mentioned O.J. Simpson. I just want to let you know, today's the 50th year. 50 years ago today, on this date, he won the Heisman.
Really? That's
10 years
crazy.
ago.
I didn't even
10
know
years
he
ago,
even
he was
won.
sentenced for 33 years for trying to steal back his memorabilia.
How many? Wait.
10 years ago to this day, he was sentenced 33 years for trying to steal back his memorabilia.
Yeah, in the hotel. I remember
Yeah,
that.
and then 50 years ago today, he won the Heisman.
Someone recorded him. What was the whole deal? Someone recorded him, right?
It's just the people he was robbing.
Yeah, you know. Yeah, someone recorded him. He was like, let me.
O.J. Simpson ran for 2,000 yards. The guy's named Juice. Whatever. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. It's really
It's crazy, yeah. I mean, not guilty, I guess.
It's funny you mentioned that. How crazy is that, though? 50 years ago.
That's a
Okay,
good stat.
so this is a new segment on...
Oh, yeah, I forgot.
This is a new segment to close us out. It is called Friendly Fire. We're going to pit two friends against each other. I have 7 questions. Whoever gets the most right wins. And bragging rights, of course. All right. I'm going to ask... There's no, like, Okay. So, how many points are the Lakers favored to beat the Spurs tonight?
4. No, they're minus.
10.
They're minus
9.5.
4. Nah, I'll say. I'll say 4.
Okay. So you're 9.5?
Sure.
I'll come back. We'll come back and I'll tell you. How many times has Adrian Peterson rushed for over 1,000 yards in his 12-year career?
8. 9.
What did you say, Shane?
8. I'll let you go first.
No,
He'll get 9. He'll get 9.
What did you say?
Let's
count.
I'll get 9.
You said 9? What was the last year the Lakers made the playoffs?
2012.
2011.
How many touchdowns does Josh Gordon currently have
In this career or this season?
this season?
3.
He's
Wait,
got,
are we including
I don't know. The season.
No, the entire
The
season,
season.
including
the Browns stint?
Yep.
I know they
He has
messed.
5.
I know they messed it up on NFL.com.
How many does he have?
You got 5. You got 3. Because on NFL.com they count it as different seasons, so it's kind of throwing me off. It's 3. It's not 5.
Who are the main 2 characters? I'll give you a point if you name one.
It's either 3 or
I'll
4.
give you a point if you can name one. Who are the main 2 characters in the movie Two Guns?
Mark Wahlberg. Never seen it, so.
You want to say Mark
Take a
Wahlberg?
guess?
Mark Wahlberg.
Were there too many characters?
There's 2.
Mark Wahlberg or The Rock. That's what I'll say.
I'm gonna say Matt Damon.
What is not? What is
I'll
not?
give you a clue. It's one of the greater. Don't say anything. It's one of the greater African American actors of all time.
I already know it.
Samuel Jackson.
Let's go.
I mean, I guess he is. All right.
I know who it is.
Hey, who caught Brett Favre's 500 touchdown pass?
Greg Jennings.
Greg Wallace.
I don't know. Greg Jennings.
I'm gonna say Greg Wallace. Just 'cause he's
Greg Jennings?
Yeah. Greg Wallace.
Greg Wallace.
Greg Lewis. He was on the.
Oh, I tried. That dope ass throw where he rolls
Yeah,
out.
Greg Lewis. Okay, so both you guys are wrong with that. It's your boy Randy Moss, just letting you know.
Oh, what?
How many total touchdowns did my QB score in week 1 of our connected franchise?
Passing?
All touchdowns.
1.
I'm talking about. What do you think?
2 through the air, 1 on the ground, 3 total.
1 in the air.
I had 3. Someone paid attention to my stats.
You had 1 pass.
All right. So, Lakers are favored by 9 points tonight against Spurs. You said 9.5. I'm gonna give it to Shane. Adrian Peterson, how many times did he rush for over 1,000 yards in his career?
7.
8.
He is 7. Shane was right. He had 8.
I
so
knew it
he
was
had
7. I knew I should have
So
said
2
7.
Shane. So 2 Shane. Okay. What year the Lakers last make the playoffs is the 2012-2013 season. That's Slater. How many touchdowns did Josh Gordon have this year? Slater, you said 5. Shane, you said 3. It's 4.
I knew it.
I knew it. It's because they call it different, bro, and they call it 2 different seasons.
You guys will just call that both wrong. Who are the two main characters in Two Guns? Slayers, Mark Wahlberg, and Denzel
Let's go!
Washington. And
Let's
Denzel Washington.
I knew it was Denzel Washington after you said that.
Samuel Jackson.
I mean, yeah, he's up there.
I knew it was like, what is Mark Wahlberg and The Rock not in?
I don't know.
Matt Damon and Samuel Jackson.
Yeah, Randy Moss caught Brett Favre's 500 touchdown pass on
yeah.
Monday night against the Jets when he got traded to the Vikings that season, and then that was Brett Favre's last season. How many total touchdowns my my quarterback score in week 1? It was 3. So Shane, you won 3-2.
I had that Josh Gordon too. It's just the Browns.
I wanted to change my mind, but I felt like that'd be unfair.
Okay.
I wanted to go before.
Well, Shane, it was great to have you on today.
Yep,
Thanks for
for having
coming.
me.
Yeah, of course. We'd love to see you back on here. We'll give you a call and get some more hot takes and stuff. I think Slayer's looking for a handshake. Anyways, thanks for tuning in today for the most recent episode of Tyme Action Sports. Stay tuned. Like I said, give us some feedback, what we're doing right, what we're doing wrong. We love to hear from you. Stay tuned. Subscribe to our YouTube channel. Follow us on YouTube. Follow us on Instagram at Primetime Action Sports. Comment, DM us, whatever you like. We out.
Hey, wait. See the eyes on this bobblehead Shaq? This is like, no, don't stop it. Don't stop it. You see the eyes colored in right here? I got mad at Presley when I was really young and I Sharpied in the eyes.
Ain't giving out no freebies. Swipe with a digital CC. Come get high, my TP. Take them bars, no 3G. Yeah. Live fast, live like VZ. Pour a little drop in my sweetie. X-rated, no PG.